Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why seed retention is necessary to raise our consciousness. What do I mean by this? What is consciousness? Why is this important? What am I even trying to say when I say these things? And how really important is any of what I'm saying? Actually, what I'm saying is actually very important. It's actually so important that what I'm saying is the indicator of how your life is going to turn out. How your life is going to turn out. What is consciousness? Consciousness is what you believe to be true. What you're conscious of, anything that you can verbally speak about, something that you're aware of. So whatever you're aware of is going to materialize in this physical reality. It will materialize. Everything that you're aware of is going to materialize. All of the beliefs that you have, they're going to materialize sooner or later. Whatever your subconscious believes will be manifest. So, in order to get the best reality as possible, your perception of life has to change just a little bit. Your perception of life has to change. This is the only way your reality can change. Because if you believe the same things over and over again, you're going to get the same results. But if you start believing a different story, if you start giving yourself a different explanation as to why things may be happening, then your reality is slowly morphing into the reality that you think to be true. So you might have, at the beginning, you might have to play a little bit skeptical. You might have to play a little bit delusional. You just might have to. This is how things start to change. Now, if you're taking everything literally for whatever it is, you're not twisting it in a way that is for your highest good, then things will never really change, because the world proceeds by your thoughts. The world proceeds by what you think of things. And how does semen retention raise your consciousness? How is this even possible? See, the bottom line is, when you go on semen retention, some of the semen that is built up is reabsorbing through your body. It's giving yourself higher brain activity, and it just makes you more. It gives you more dopamine in your brain, and it makes you, quote unquote, a little bit happier. Now, if you're in a state of joyful bliss, your authentic version, whatever may happen to you, you're never gonna take it so hard, because you have this thing about you that makes you happy regardless of what is going on. And you being happy is making the world meet you in your happiness. This is how the world works. So the best thing that you can do is to stay in a state of joyful love and happiness. Now, everything that you see, everything that you come across will be in exact proportion to how you see it. So, because the thing is, you are what you think. So, if you're in a joyful state, and then you maybe you walk across somebody, and then it may physically look like they're talking about you. Someone who's in a miserable state may start to think to themselves, "Oh, these people are talking bad behind me." But someone who's in a happy state may think to them, "Oh, they're thinking, oh, they're talking about me, and they must see how joyful I am. They must be talking about how." They might be asking themselves questions as to why does he look so happy. This is it. Now, regardless of whatever they're actually talking about, however you're looking at it is basically what you're going to think of. And now And now when you meet them, if you were for some reason to meet them, you would meet them in a joyous state, probably in a more joyous state. And then they'll probably receive this as a positive thing and then see you as a positive person. But the person who was negative about how they thought they were, what they thought they were talking about them, may meet them in a negative mindset. And now just because that person is negative, though, that negativity is going to rub onto the other people, and now they're not going to like each other just because the person who's already in a negative state thought they were talking negative about them. And they could have, or they couldn't have been, but that's besides the point. Just because that person talked to them, thought they were talking about them negative, that's going to give the people who were talking probably an excuse to be negative towards that person. I hope that made sense. But what I'm trying to say is, semen retention raises your consciousness. It makes you, quote unquote, happier. Your seminal retention is reabsorbing in your body. It's reabsorbing in your body stream. And now it's making your brain activity, like I said, a lot more higher. And now you start and if you mix this with meditation, you start entertaining very, very significant and positive thoughts that start crossing your mind, that start entering your mind. And like I said, since you're entertaining positive thoughts, you're going to start feeling in a positive and joyous way. And then, like I said, the world is going to meet you at your happiness. It's going to meet you in your joy. It's going to meet you in your excitement. You're going to get the best from other people. You're going to get the best from other people, and things are just going to start opening up to you. People might perceive you as someone who is a winner and who is a confident person. And now every time they see you, it always looks like you're doing something that is very, very significant. Like I said, beliefs create reality. What your perception is reality. How people perceive you is how they see you as. So knowing this information, how do you want people to perceive you? It's about perception. Whatever people perceive you as, that's who they think you are. So perceive yourself in your highest version. Perceive yourself as the best you can be, and this will rub off on other people. Semen retention finally raises your consciousness. Consistently fapping and relapsing makes you forgetful, makes you less ambitious, it makes you mediocre in how you think, and you're gonna get lackluster results. You're gonna get mediocre results. But if you're on retention, if you're meditation plus retention, you're gonna be, like I said, vibrating at a higher state of being, a higher state of consciousness, meaning the things that you perceive are going to be probably more positive than the average person. And now you're gonna act on that positivity, and you're gonna take that positivity literally. Positivity is the highest form that you can live in. Being proactively positive is the best way you can live, because since these are your beliefs will manifest. So it really comes down to your belief and your perception. Semen retention finally raises your consciousness. It raises what you believe to be true. It raises what your explanation for things. It gives you better explanations. You're not gonna have those mediocre expectations. You're gonna have the highest form of expectations. You're gonna have the highest form of expectations. And once you have your highest expectations, then, like I said, what you expect will start manifesting eventually. And the key is not to ever be negative if things don't go how you planned them. You have to wait it out. You have to play the long game. This is the only way things can really change in the long run. Being negative and not playing the long game is saying that you don't believe that things can really change in your favor, and you're always going to get the same results. So which life do you really want to live? Which life do you really, really want to live? It's up to you. Seed retention will higher your state of being, higher your mood, and you're gonna get, in the result, you're gonna get the better things from life, the best from people, the best situations. You're gonna get, people are gonna say you're always getting lucky. You're always getting the better end, but this is just because of your energetic vibration that you're holding, and whatever you're holding has to manifest. So which life do you want to live? Like, comment, and subscribe below. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.